Alright, let's go on here again. Sitting up here at work. This is where I do a lot of my thinking, so a lot of videos are going to come out while I'm sitting here at work, bored out of my mind. What we're covering here now is how to build your assault class for a flanker. So, assault classes, I always like to deal with the medic setup. A lot of people make the mistake of running with grenade launchers, something that's going to knock down doors and create new ways of entry. The problem is that also creates new escape routes for your opponent. It changes the map, and that's not good for you as a flanker, because the more ways that your opponent has to defend to squeeze out of that battle line, the harder your job is. You want to make sure that options are limited for your opponent to get away from you and move away. So flanker, I always like to run an assault class. Here's how my assault class is built up. I run an M416. A lot of people say, well, alerts, why an M416? There's so much more faster firing weapons. How about the F2000? There's so much more harder hitting weapons. How about the AK-74, the AK-971? All these hard hitting weapons. Why the M416? It's not really great in anything. Well, no, it's not great in any one area, but it's really good at everything. It's mobile, you can still move around really well, and it's got a nice feel to it in close quarters. It's ideal in medium range combat, and then you can even really reach out and touch someone if you've really mastered how to pump that trigger for about 1 to 2 shots. I take out snipers all the time with the M416. But the key to this is the attachments. The attachments is what makes this work. You want to have an angled foregrip. And then you want to have a muzzle brake. What this does is that when you are using the M416, especially when you're starting off with it, it tends to do this. It likes to do a lot of sort of going around everywhere. It doesn't make you very accurate. What the muzzle brake and the angled foregrip does is it eliminates this right here. It eliminates the side to side. And instead, it just goes straight up. That's ideal, because you can fight back against that. You pull back a little bit on that left stick, pump the trigger, and then all of a sudden you're putting bullets on target every time. That third shot should be hitting your opponent's head every single time. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, and let the gun do the work. Walk that gun up the body. Let it walk itself up. Let it do all the work for you. Aim right here, and by the third shot, you're right here. Headshot, done. Situation over. Then with pistols, I like to use, or sidearms, I like to use semi-automatic pistols. A lot of people don't like that. They like to use revolvers, really hard-hitting weapons. They like to use the Glock 18, really fast-firing. I don't like that. With the revolvers, that comes with a small clip. And when you're walking into a room with 4, 5, 6 guys, worst case scenario, you run out that 3rd, 4th guy. That pistol, that revolver, it's got a slow rate of fire. It's not going to fire as quickly as you can pull the trigger like a Glock 17 can in Battlefield 3. So you run into the situation where you either run out of ammo or you're dead before your 3rd shot gets off. So what happens is you switch to a pistol like a Glock 17, really underrated pistol in the Battlefield 3 universe, but it's got I believe 17 or 19 rounds in the clip. And when you hit somebody, everybody knows when you get hit, you're going to stagger. It doesn't matter how hard you're getting hit. You're sitting here shooting, and all of a sudden you're doing this slow motion. It's throwing your shots off. That's the whole point of a semi-automatic pistol. You sit there and you lay rounds into them. They're going to die on like the 3rd, 4th shot. And if you're sitting there cranking that trigger and just letting it go, you can mow down 4 or 5 guys, maybe 6 guys with that large clip, and that's fantastic. Ideal secondary weapon for a flanker, because when you get in those tight situations, you got a lot of guys on you, you're low on ammo in your clip, you can switch that out and just pop, 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 end it. I like to run a full health bag, not the little drop kits, and that's so that if you get tied down, you took a lot of damage, you can throw that down, heals you all the way up, and it heals you relatively quickly, and a defibrillator, so that if you come across any of your buddies, pick them up. Do it. It helps you out, you get the points, helps your teams out, keeps the guy in the fight without respawn. Be a good guy. Just make sure that nobody's shooting at you when you do it, because nobody likes the guy that just sits there and revives you while you get shot. It's not fun. Nobody likes that guy. Don't be that guy. That's how I run my assault class. It's very basic. I like to use the stealth modifier set, because again, flankers, you gotta be able to be stealthy. You don't want to get caught out in the open. You want to be able to move. You want to be able to get around people. It's awesome. Stealth is the way to go. And by doing that, by running a class like this, you have now developed a versatile class. You get into a map like Operation Metro, you get out in the parks, you can pop people from a long way away. You can go along that little hillside right there and take people out from medium range. You're always going to be on target. You get in the tunnels, it's close range. You can still just sit there and let it rip on people. Walk that gun up, pop them in the head. They're dead before they've gotten their second shot off. You get to the next level. You got a lot of crossfires. You can use your environment around you and place good shots. And then, of course, you get out into the town. And that's versatility 101. You need to be able to shoot across into the other building. You need to be able to engage close quarters inside the building. You need to be able to go across the little restaurant area, sitting area that's in the middle, on the streets, across to the bank. There's so much stuff that you've got to worry about, and this class is able to engage all these situations. It doesn't excel at anything. There's weapon. You can get caught by somebody who specifically designed this class to be good at long range or good in the short range, but you're going to dominate 90% of the people you come across. Numbers matter. And if you're winning 90% of your engagements, nobody can win them all. So if you win 90% of your engagements across all your matches, your kill death ratio just went up. Your value as a player just went up. So that's why I say versatility is key. It's a very mobile class. You stay speed because it's an assault class, and then you can help other people as you go. So that's how I use the assault class, especially in my flanker role. It's a fantastic class. I suggest trying it out, seeing how you feel, tweak it however you like. If you like different guns, that's fine. And leave me some comments if you got any ideas to help for how you do this, because I'm more than open to new ideas, because it's always a changing world out there. So this is Alert 09, Go Vols, signing out.